We start off, though, tonight with chief political correspondent Carl Cameron outside Trump Tower in New York, a common place where he's been, with a candidate under siege, but fighting back hard. Good evening, Carl.
Hi, Brett. You're right. Donald Trump has been preparing for this debate basically in full sight for the last week, arguing that the system has been rigged against him, not only by what he calls crooked Hillary and the Democrats, but also by his Republican House Speaker going against him and what he has collectively referred to as the dishonest media. Trump kicked off Sunday, tweeting this morning, quote, "Polls close, but can you believe I lost large numbers of women voters based on made-up events that never happened? Media rigging election." The latest ABC News Washington Post poll shows in a four-way race, Clinton leads 47 to Trump's 43. Libertarian candidate Gary Johnson is at 5, and Jill Stein of the Green Party at 2. But the Wall Street Journal NBC poll has Clinton up 11 points, 48 to 37, with Johnson at 7 and again Stein at 2. Trump's denials last week that he ever forced himself on women in the aftermath of a video in which he described doing that included appearing to demean some of his accusers as unworthy of his alleged groping advances.
Believe me, she would not be my first choice, that I can tell you.
Trump this morning attacked Saturday Night Live on Twitter for last night's show opener.
What about all the women accusing you of sexual assault?
They need to shut the hell up.
Trump tweeted this morning, quote, "Watched Saturday Night Live, hit job on me. Time to retire the boring and unfunny show. Alec Baldwin, portrayal stinks. Media rigging election." Running mate Mike Pence embraced Trump's condemnation of the media as pro-Clinton and biased against Trump.
Once again, the media is piling on with unsubstantiated claims as the headlines, while they ignore an avalanche of hard evidence about corruption, pay-to-play, political favoritism emanating out of Hillary Clinton's years as Secretary of State.
But House Speaker Paul Ryan, who said he will no longer defend Trump nor campaign with him, said yesterday that he's confident the election will be fair and is not rigged. Several former Bush, McCain, and Romney campaign officials have made similar statements. So did Pence.
One of the great traditions of America is the peaceful transfer of power. The stakes are so high in this election, but as Donald Trump said in that first debate, and I'll say to you again today, we're going to accept the will of the American people.
When asked about Trump's request yesterday for drug testing before the next debate because Clinton seemed, quote, pumped up at the last one, Pence today sidestepped.
Well, look, all I know for sure is that Donald Trump's going to be ready for the debate on Wednesday night, and the American people are going to see someone who is prepared to lead this country.
Trump was behind closed doors today, and as a consequence, some of his aides noticed that there was a lot more attention to some of those hacked Clinton emails released by WikiLeaks. But Trump tweeted this afternoon, quote, "The Democrats have a corrupt political machine pushing crooked Hillary Clinton. We have Paul Ryan, always fighting the Republican nominee." That's a reference, of course, to the House Speaker, who has said that he will not campaign nor defend Donald Trump, but disagrees with the idea that the election is being rigged. When Trump says these sorts of things, he often eclipses the media's opportunity to talk about the emails he says are not being reported adequately. Brett?
Hey, Carl, real quickly, is the preparation a little different for this one than previous?
Pretty much the same. They're behind closed doors. They're not doing the kind of podium stuff that Hillary Clinton likes to do with mock debates and murder boarding, but they're going over issues, and he has been trying out a lot of these new lines over the last few days, many of which are so controversial that it's likely that if they don't ask each other, meaning Hillary and Donald Trump, the moderators will probably bring them up as well. Brett?
All right, Carl, outside Trump Tower. Carl, thank you.